Uh, well, for better or for worse, I'm actually glad that things are mostly back to normal, or as normal as things can be around here. Before I get into why, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, I guess I could start with the I don't know if you can tell, but my back actually kind of hurts me right now. Like, like it's. I mean, I've hurt my back before, and this isn't nearly as bad as the last time I did it. But yeah, it's gonna be a couple weeks before things are able to before things are normal. I'll probably have a hurt back going into the 2026. That's gonna be fun. Um, let's see, what's my high? Hmm. Well, actually, I can. I was gonna do a short about this, and I still will. But for those of you who won't see the short, yesterday I got invited to go to the Horseheads football end of the year banquet that they have at the Elks, and I even did a little speech. I mean, listen, moments like this are what it's all. Moments like that are what it's all about. So I'm not even gonna. I mean, do I even need to tell you why it's my high? I mean, this is the sort of thing that you know you want to try and get to in life, and I feel that it it worked. Um, okay, and what's my act of kindness? Well, actually, my act of kindness I could say was also giving that speech, but I'm sure I could probably go into a little more depth than that. So I'll say that my act of kindness was also helping my parents watch my nephews yesterday when I got to go see them after the banquet. Okay, so as satisfied as I feel about having done the Why I'm Still Here series of videos I do every year, I'm behind on a lot of things. So it's a day of playing some catch up. Starting off with the fact that there was a lot of NFL picks that I didn't make. Much like the other day, I'm just going to go over what games I would have picked and if I got those right. And believe me, I was actually watching the games yesterday. There were actually several I got wrong. So, let's see. Ow. I don't want the playoff picture. I want the schedule. Thank you. Okay. So let me right, NFL picks. Now I know that I was 0-1 going into the weekend because I predicted the wrong outcome for the Seahawks and the Rams game. So let's see. I would have actually picked the Eagles to beat the Commanders. That for sure I would have gotten correct, and I did. If I can just find the cursor, here we go. So I'm 1-1. I actually would have picked the Packers to beat the Bears, so now I'm 1-2. And because my Cowboys are officially eliminated, I don't really care anymore. But I still would have picked the Cowboys to win anyway, so I'm 1-3. The Vikings being the Giants, I would have gotten correct. So 2-3. I would have predicted the Bengals beating the Dolphins correctly, so 4-3 or 3-3. I would have picked the Buccaneers over the Panthers, but the Panthers won, so 3-4. Okay, the Saints being the Jets, I totally would have picked the Saints to win, so 4-4. If I can just scroll down a little bit. All right, now Bills beating the Browns 5-4. I would have always done Let's Go Buffalo. Wow, the Titans beat the Chiefs 5-5. I would have picked the Chiefs to win actually. I mean, the Chiefs are having a bad season, don't get me wrong, but they would have done better than this. Now, the Jaguars beating the Broncos, I would not have predicted that. So, 5-6. Okay. Falcons beating the Cardinals, I would have gotten that one. So, 6-6. The Texans beating the Raiders, I would have gotten that one. 7-6. I actually would have predicted. I'm trying to not go with what I know now. Actually, I would have. You know what? I actually would have picked the Steelers to win. Now that I think about it. So yeah, 8-6. And I would have picked the Patriots to beat the Ravens. So 9-6. Okay, so come to think of it, what? Unfortunately, I lost count of how many NFL picks I would have made. So, I know I have the amount here somewhere. Okay, so pick number 225. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And today will be 240. Okay, so I'll get to the Colts-Niners game in a second, but for now, I need to show you all that after yesterday, if I made NFL picks yesterday, I would, in fact, have been 9-6. So, there we go. Now, the Colts versus the 49ers. Actually, before I do anything, I should probably save my information, because that's what you do. Right. So, actually, let me look at one more thing real fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm picking the 49ers to win. I mean, come on. Getting Phillip Rivers over. I mean, come on. There's a reason. Come on, man. Phillip Rivers, really? I mean, if we're being honest, I kind of found it even less impressive than Peyton Manning back in the day. The difference is, at least Peyton Manning wasn't like around his mouth. I think at times Phillip Rivers did exactly that. But yeah, the 49ers got this. I'd be shocked if it was anything else. Okay, so there's one more piece of business to do for today, which I find really exciting because this will be the final One Piece Manga Chapter reaction of 2025. Yeah, one more in 2025, which, we had 34 chapters. Okay. Last year we had like 32, I believe, so this is better. Let's see if I can actually find it real fast. And yeah, we'll get a new manga chapter in 14 days. So we'll be into the new year that we get it. Okay, let's see what we got here. One Piece Chapter 1169. Yes, that really is the number. Ooh, I love this color spread. Colored in, it's all the Rocks pirates. Streisand, Big Mom, Gloriosa, Silverax, Shiki, Kaido, Wang Zi, Stussy, Captain John, Ochoku, Whitebeard. There's Rocks himself petting a tiger. This is actually really cool. I could stare at that all day, but I should get going. Okay, so we're at Scopper Gabon's house, Scopper and Ripley's house, and okay, so Scopper told Shanks that Roger had a son. Oh. Okay, so this is really sweet. So Shanks finds out that Roger's son, Ace, was born. And Shanks is like, I guess he's like a little brother to me, huh? And then the Scopper's like, you weren't wrong about that. You and Buggy were our sons. Oh, that's actually really sweet. I like that. I imagine I'm probably going to be reading something horrible in a few minutes. But I like this. Okay. So back to the castle. Okay. Trying to where Loki and Jarl arrives. Okay. It seems that because of the Mark of the Abyss, that the Depths Covenant that King Harold has, it would seem that he is incapable of disobeying any orders from Emu. Alright. And this is the part where he tells everybody to kill him. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Before the flashback began, they showed the scene of all the guards attacking King Harold. And that's when it cut to the flashback. But now that was from Loki's point of view. Now this is Harold's point of view because he sees Loki and Jarl coming in. And yeah, he truly is immortal now. Again, like with the Depths Covenant, you have immortality. But you have a lot less freedom from Emu. Like at least with the Shallows Covenant, you know, you could do whatever you want. Just don't talk about what happens, you know, in marriage law. Here it's a lot worse. You can actually feel his body recovering. Okay. So Harold is in no control of what he's doing. So for his actions. He can actually talk and speak and think clearly, but his body can't do anything to stop the fight Emu's clutches. Okay, okay, so with the Shallow's Covenant, it also works in range. So if you're in Emu's range, there's no control. But Elbaf is far enough away, once you're away from the Holy Land, you know, um, you can actually talk openly. Okay. Okay. Through the covenant, the Holy Knights of God gain superhuman strength and an undying body, as well as the ability to generate an abyss, which is traveling from long. Okay, then we've seen the mark of the abyss. The $5 in Egghead and Shamrock and Bunko did that earlier. But in exchange, no matter where you are, you cannot defy the orders of the Great One. Um, whose voice you will reach you at any range. Okay. Okay, looks like there's a giant clash of hockey that Scopper and Shanks can see. Okay. Looks like they're trying to pin down Harold. Harold is saying he made a terrible mistake and soon he'll lose his mind. Okay, so Harold is telling Loki and Jarl to tell him everything that happened. That Harold killed all the guards. He did the government's bidding unwillingly, knowing. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. Feed the treasure of Elbaf to Loki. Okay. So King Harold doesn't care about Elbaf's future anymore. Oh, he does. He does care about the future. He doesn't care about himself anymore. Let me rephrase that. Um. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now Harold is under Emu's control. Oh. Well, now we know how Jarl got that blade in his head. Okay. Alright. Okay, Scopper and Shanks show up to hold back Harold. Yeah, it looks like Scopper and Shanks realize what Shanks said earlier is true. Story Relic of Elbath, Forbidden Fruit, and Ragnar is attacking Loki by itself. And that's the end of the chapter. Wow, dude. This is insane. Like, really insane. What's going to happen next? Well, sadly, we're not going to know until 2026. Man, moments like this make you realize the year really is winding down. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel on social media. As always, I'm your homies with you for all of you guys watching the show today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Did I say happy Monday? Happy Monday, folks. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we're here to let you know. Always back, take care, and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.